told y'all what happened in that store about how I stepped on the scale and it said error. And then I thought, oh well, it gotta be something wrong with it. That's why I go back and tell the dude, oh well, it gotta be something wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Like it just told me error. So it's obviously you tell me to go step on the motherfucking scale. The scale tell me error. So it gotta be something wrong with the motherfucker, right? I'm back. Yeah. I took a long little break, but I'm proud I didn't let myself fall off. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate every last one of you who subscribed to my channel. This used to be Chris Life 1994, but I have changed the name. I forgot exactly what I'm making the name, but y'all obviously see it now. It's what my name is now. But I want to come on here and kind of give y'all, some updates on what has happened in my life um, since I've been gone. So around the time when I fell off on here, that was basically like last year, and the reason I had fell off was because my car that I had, which was paid for cash, the car that I had, it broke on me. You know what I'm saying? Like it was still running and stuff, but it wasn't enough to like get me where I needed to go basically. And I have a job that I had to get to, so I couldn't be playing around with this, because I had to make money and I wasn't trying to spend money, hella money, on Ubers getting to and from work. So I was like, fuck, I gotta get something. So once I had got something, it was a '06 Honda Accord. And don't get me wrong, it was a good car. It got me to work a lot actually. And I had no issues with it before I sold it to my brother, so it actually did its job. But I didn't want to put more mileage on it than I needed to, right? I just really needed to get to work and do things that actually needed to be done. Like I cannot go without getting these things done. Washing clothes, going to work, doctor's appointments, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Yeah, around that time, basically, once that car had messed up, I was like, damn, okay, so I got the car, only could do stuff that I needed. So I was like, damn, I'm not going to be able to go to the gym anymore, right? Because I was like, it doesn't make any sense for me trying to get up and go use this car that basically I don't even know if it's gonna run. So it's like I can't like just be out there doing stuff I don't need to do. So I was like, I'm not gonna go to the gym. But I was like, you know what though? I'ma still go walk. Okay, and I did that. I did that. I say around February of 2025. February, March. No, April. I'm sorry. April of 2025. I found out that my baby mama, or my girlfriend at the time, now baby mother, she had got pregnant. And once she had got pregnant, that kind of changed things, but that still didn't let me deter, you know what I'm saying, my progress in all of the work that I had put in. Because y'all can go check my TikTok. I put hella work in, but my diet wasn't as clean as it should have been. And I was eating just as many calories as I was burning. So it wasn't, yes, I was losing weight, but it was very slow. Way slower than it should have been with the amount of work that I was putting in the gym. Y'all go watch it. It's all documented, man. All documented. I think I actually have some videos on this channel. You can go and check that out. Yeah, so yeah, she had she was pregnant, so I continued to walk, and and that's why I'm proud of myself, man. Because even with everything that was going on, I didn't let that be the reason that I didn't get out there and bust my ass. You know what I'm saying? I had bust my ass so much before. I was like, I just cannot let this. I can't go back to that, man. Like I can't do that. So I would go out there, even though I was still eating like bullshit, eating at night, a bunch of shit before I went to sleep. But I was still out there walking. I was still out there walking. And I actually have a lot of fucking videos that I never uploaded of me out there walking. And I'm gonna probably try to like compile that all up together and be like, even though I did all of this, I basically didn't lose any weight because of the bullshit that I was doing, right? So, anyways, she got pregnant. We found out in April. So she was throwing up all this stuff, and she was like, "Oh, it could be this, this, this." I was like, "You know what? Let's go get a pregnancy test." You know what I'm saying? Get a pregnancy test, come back positive. I was like, "That crazy," because I was not expecting it. You know, she called me in the room, and I was like, "What's up?" She was like, "It's positive." I was like, "What the fuck? Like, I didn't say that. I was like, "What?" You know what I'm saying? I was like, "It's positive. Let me see." And she had showed me or whatever. And I was like, damn. I was like, okay, let's get another test. You know what I'm saying? Like let's go ahead and get another test so we could be sure, because we don't want to just be like, oh, okay, it's positive, but then we don't get another test and we go to, actually get it tested and we find out that she actually wasn't pregnant and it was a false positive. So I get the second pregnancy test, get the second pregnancy test or whatever. And I get it from work, come home, and I asked her, I say, okay, let's go ahead, let's test that damn thing. Let's see, let's go ahead and pee on that damn thing and let's see what it's coming out as. You know what I'm saying? Like, we here now. At this time I had already felt something. You know what I'm saying? When she said positive the first time, that completely changed like my whole like way of like, how do I want to say it? I felt in me that it was actually something and it wasn't just a false positive. I had already started to feel it once she said that she had that first positive was there, right? So I was like, okay, cool. Um, yeah. So she took the second one, and then we ended up going to the parent clinic where they test you for free, and they have like a little ultrasound machine, and there's the whole thing. It's free though. And I think it's something that the city does for free for people who are expecting kids. So we go there, and we see Sir Phoenix for the first time, and and when we seen him, man, it was just wild because he was so little, man. He was so fucking little. And when I looked in there, I just knew it, man. I just knew it. Just like something told me, okay, yeah, that's a boy. Like, he's gonna be a boy. Like, I just felt it. Like, just because he was in there going crazy. Like, he was in there, like, even at, I think she was 3 weeks or some shit, 4 weeks. It was really early. So he was really small. He wasn't even developed any like anything like in his facial features or any of that wasn't developed. So yeah, we see like how small he is, and we have to see like up, like, okay, at this trimester it's gonna look like this. At this many weeks it's gonna look like this. This many weeks it's gonna look like this. And then at the very end it has something probably about this big, and it had like eyes and the face and like you know what I'm saying, like in like the body was actually starting to form, and I thought that shit was really fucking cool, man. Um, just being a part of that, you know what I'm saying, like I feel like that was always pretty cool. Um, yeah, just seeing him grow and my baby mama grow, and when he started kicking, and you know what I'm saying, just it was surreal, man. It was really surreal, man. Like that's the thing, man. I never knew if I wanted to have kids, man. I wasn't never really just like, yeah, I'm on my head to have a kid. You know what I'm saying? It was like I was running away from it. Like You know what I'm saying? When I was with, partners, it wasn't like, okay, I was actively trying not to have a child, but for whatever reason, it just never happened. I was 30, I got to 31 years old, never happened. So, yeah, man, we fast forward. Like, I'm trying to take y'all along to kind of give y'all some of the backstory. Like, I don't want to like take y'all too much and like go way off topic, but I also want to let y'all know, the shit that I done had going on, and my journey probably don't look like your journey, and your journey probably not gonna look like my journey. And no two journeys are the same, and that's okay. That's why you have to find out what's good for you. You know what I'm saying? You find out what's good for you. I can tell you little tips and tricks and shit. What I went through, maybe give you some inspiration, but inspiration only gonna last so long. You hear me? Like, yeah, it be days when you don't want to get up, and that inspiration ain't there no more. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, fuck, I still got to get up this bitch, and then got to go to work after. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning just to be able to hit the gym and actually do what the fuck I need to do. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, the inspiration, it's your leave. It'll leave your ass real quick. You only had 3 hours of sleep, 4 hours of sleep, and that bed feel comfortable as fuck. Your eyes itchy, you know what I'm saying? You rub your eye on accident, that motherfucker over there stinging and shit. So yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, um, yeah. So let's go ahead. Let's skip forward a little bit. I'm still going to go walk, all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going out walking. Um, I stayed all the way till my son was born. I stayed between 280 and 296, like 289, 296. Like, that's where I stayed. Like, I would fluctuate. You know what I'm saying? I would have binges, stop, actually do what I need to do. Binges, stop, do what I need to do. Binges, stop, do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? So, but I still stay consistent with, even though just coming from work and saying, "I fuck that though. We gon' okay." We get home from work and we immediately go walk the long ass street. I got videos on my TikTok. Y'all can see the long ass street I'm talking about. That motherfucker like 2 miles there and back. So it was taking me about a good hour just to finish. You know, that motherfucker got hills and everything. Like, it's a long ass street. Yeah, so I was doing that. So this is where I tell y'all where I had to climb back. You know what I'm saying? Because life always ain't no fairy tale. You hear me? So now let's go ahead and speed things up a little bit. Um, my son was born October 13th, 2025, and yeah, so he born everything good. He come out he looking everything healthy. You know what I'm saying? He's perfect. I'm there. I witnessed the birth. Beautiful thing. Wild, and just holding him for the first time, and you know what I'm saying? Just all of that. Just that whole experience. I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, trade it for the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's little shit like that that just put shit into perspective, you know. Yeah, so anyways, uh as we're in the hospital though, I'm going crazy. Around this time, McDonald's had the Monopoly shit, where you have to match up your tickets and all of this. Anyways, I was winning something every fucking day. Like, I didn't even have to buy this shit because I was winning it from the Monopoly. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I bought something, it would be very far in between. But I have all of this shit that I can redeem at McDonald's. So I was like, fuck it, I might as well go. So I'm getting apple pies, I'm getting quarter pounders, all this shit free. I'm getting fraps, I'm getting smoothies, I'm getting nuggets. I'm fucking getting every damn thing. Because peep this, y'all. Now, y'all gonna get a kicker out of this one, right? It's a McDonald's in the fucking hospital, bro. Yes, yes, you heard that right. McDonald's in the hospital. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. That's correct. That is correct, my friend. Yeah. So it has a McDonald's in the hospital, whatever. So I'm up and down, up and down. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know my baby mama. She wants something to eat and shit like that, and she still, hurting and stuff, and can barely walk and shit like that. And so what I'm saying, I'm here, I'm there, what I'm saying, helping her, and going back and forth, to the to McDonald's, coming home, taking care of her dog or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing a lot of shit too. But I'm not staying on top of the one thing. I'm not staying on top of one thing. I'm doing wild shit. Like I walked to the other so I was at the hospital. I walked. I was like, let me go get some exercise. Let me tell y'all where I went and got some exercise too. I fucking got some exercise to a motherfucking ice cream shop, bro. I got yo fam, yo. I got a fucking walk to the ice cream shop. Yes, you heard that right. And I know what I got. I got a cookie butter shake, and that motherfucker hit. I swear that motherfucker hit. And then let me tell y'all where I was exercising with the next day. The next day I went to get some cheeseburgers, but they was smash burgers, and they had really fucking great reviews. Went and checked it out. And guess what? They really had them bitches was on point. Nah, they were good. They were good now. But as y'all can see, I'm really eating like bullshit, and I'm walking there to get the stuff, but that's it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm backwards and forward, but I'm nowhere near as active as I was, and I'm consuming way too many calories. So y'all know what happened next, right? So when my son gets home, I want to spend time with him. You know what I'm saying? I got 6 weeks off work, so I'm like, okay, yeah, like I'm actually gonna spend time with my son, and you know what I'm saying, like actually, develop that bond some more and all of that. So, um, that's what I do. I'm not worried about going out, walking. I'm not worried about doing none of that. I'm just focused purely on bonding with my son. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of what my baby mama need me to take care of, all of that. So, um, yeah, so I'm taking care of all of that. Like I'm enjoying myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm making videos on my other channel, on my spiritual channel. I'm making videos. I'm like, okay, okay, yeah, we in the damn thing. Okay, yeah. So I'm spending time with my son. I ain't doing shit. Me and baby mama chilling. You know what I'm saying? We, going to go eat. Just a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? Just yeah, we did some stuff. I remember we got some ice cream. I took it to like this little ice cream shop. It was like what's it called? Handles. Handles. That's what it was called. Handles. She got I think some cookies and cream, I believe. Yeah. She got cookies and cream. No, I got cookies and cream. She got the butter pecan. Yeah, so as y'all can see, I'm bullshit. Anyways, I said all this to basically say that me sitting at home all of that time and eating all of that bullshit. Now I go to the doctor. I was like, okay, I gotta find me a primary health care physician. So that way, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting older, I need to, make sure my health on point. All of that blood work good. Just I just had a son, just make sure I'm here for him. You know what I'm saying? So I go step on the scale. It's the moment of truth now. It's the moment of truth. So She say, okay. And I said, okay, wait, what it said? She said 326. I said, damn, 326? That's that's about when I started, ain't it? I was only 336 when I started, motherfucker. Like 320. What? That quick? 326 that quick, fam? Like I wasn't going that crazy for that long now. But that tells y'all you can still eat that shit. I still eat burgers. I still eat ice cream, but it's how you do it and what you're doing it with. Because a lot of this shit does not have to have all of these calories in it. It doesn't. And you can get something that tastes similar. Not, and a lot of the times it's really close. But some of the times it's not that close. But when you don't have the real thing for so long, that becomes your new normal. And that actually tastes good to you. So, yeah, I'm 326, man. Only 10 pounds smaller than when I very first started back in 2020. When was this? I started in 2021 during COVID, but I really wasn't in. Like, I just changed little shit. Like, I started drinking Crystal Light and I started drinking zero sugar sodas. That's really all I had changed at that point. Everything else I was still eating. I tried to cook certain stuff in the air fryer, but I was still going to go get Krispy Kreme and going out to eat, and I was just still bullshitting back then. Like I wasn't like serious, I wasn't doing no working out. But at my job though, to be fair, I was during COVID. I was walking around 18,000 to 20,000 steps a day. But I was just eating like shit. Like that's just how. Like I wasn't losing weight because I lost. Okay, so from that point, from 2019 to 2021, um, I had lost a good amount of weight. I had lost about 200 pounds because when I was left from Houston in 2019, I was 500 pounds for a fact. And I believe I already told y'all what happened in that store about how I stepped on the scale and it said error. And then I thought, oh well, it gotta be something wrong with it. That's why I go back and tell the dude, oh well, it gotta be something wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Like it just told me error. So it's obviously you tell me to go step on the motherfucking scale. The scale tell me error. So it gotta be something wrong with the motherfucker, right? It wasn't. Dude came on there and stepped on that motherfucker right after that and got his weight and walked out the gym. That nigga fucking got his weight and walked out the gym. We saw it. We just ain't say nothing. Dude ain't say nothing. He ain't say, oh, well, you saw dude. He already knew I knew. He had already planted the seed. You know what I'm saying? He was just trying to sell a gym membership, but he know what that did to change my life at that point because seeing that shit made kind of force me to look at myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I was trying to run from it, but that made me, you know what I'm saying, stop and actually look at myself. So that's when I really just started to, you know what I'm saying, pay attention. Like, okay, yeah, nah, we didn't let ourselves go. You know what I'm saying? We didn't really let ourselves really go. Like I was in a 6X. I was in the 6X. And but from 2019 to when I had got my upgraded wardrobe, I did drop one size. But I'm not really thinking too much of it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not seeing like a crazy dramatic change. So anyways, I end up getting down from 336, and then that's when I started my most recent journey. Cause I had started and then I had got to like 298, and then like Thanksgiving and shit came around, and I jumped all the way back up to 310. And then that's where I started on my TikTok. And you can go back if you go to like one of the very first videos. My starting weight, it'll say 310 or something like that. Like, cause I believe I put my weight on there. If I'm not mistaken, I put my starting weight. Okay, I'm this, and then every week I'll weigh myself and then go down and down and down. Told y'all what happened in that store about how I stepped on the scale and it said error, and then I thought, oh well, it got to be something wrong with it. That's why I go back and tell the dude, oh well, it got to be something wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Like it just told me error, so it's obviously you tell me to go step on the motherfucking scale. The scale tell me error, so it got to be something wrong with the motherfucker, right? It wasn't. Dude came on there and stepped on that motherfucker right after that and got his weight and walked out the gym. That nigga fucking got his weight and walked out the gym. We saw it. We just ain't say nothing. Dude ain't say nothing. He ain't say, oh, well, you saw dude. He already knew I knew. He had already planted the seed. You know what I'm saying? He was just trying to sell a gym membership. But he know what that did to change my life at that point. Because seeing that shit made kind of force me to look at myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I was trying to run from it, but that made me, you know what I'm saying, stop and actually look at myself. So that's when I really just started to, you know what I'm saying, pay attention. Like, okay, yeah, nah, we didn't let ourselves go. You know what I'm saying? We didn't really let ourselves really go. Like I was in a 6X. I was in the 6X. And but from 2019 to when I had got my upgraded wardrobe, I did drop one size. But I'm not really thinking too much of it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not seeing like a crazy dramatic change. So anyways, I end up getting down from 336, and then that's when I started my most recent journey. Cause I had started and then I had got to like 298, and then like Thanksgiving and shit came around, and I jumped all the way back up to 310. And then that's where I started on my TikTok. And you can go back if you go to like one of the very first videos. My starting weight, it'll say 310 or something like that. Like, cause I believe I put my weight on there. If I'm not mistaken, I put my starting weight. Okay, I'm this, and then every week I'll weigh myself and then go down and down and down. Anyway, so I had got to 310 or whatever, right? Worked my way all the way back up, and then that basically worked my way all the way back down to like 280. That's when I stopped uploading videos after I stopped going to the gym. Like I did like upload a few more of me walking, but then I eventually stopped. That goes on to when she went in the hospital. When she went in the hospital, I was kind of eating like shit, but not really. So I think when she went into the hospital to have him, I think I was around 295 at that point. Like I did pick up some weight. I ain't gonna say I didn't. Like I remember weighing myself around that time. I was around 295. So then got all the way back up to 326. Now let me tell y'all how I got back. How I got back. And I'm actually, I think, the least that I've ever been. Um, but I don't want to look at it because I don't want that to throw my progress off. So I'm going to, you know what I'm saying, keep pushing, keep putting my head down. You know what I'm saying, keep doing what I got to do. You know? Um, yeah, so this time, let's just say life has a funny way of shit happening, man. I really don't know what else to say. Um, Without going too much into detail, it's a lot of shit happened, man. A lot of shit happened. And I don't really want to go exactly into it on what happened because one, like I'm not trying to put nobody, you know what I'm saying, business out there, like, but it's also my business and I ain't you know what I'm saying, like it's an ongoing thing and I don't wanna, you know what I'm saying, talk about it and put it on here or anything like that. But let's just say some shit happened, man. Let's just say some shit happened, man. And I had every right to break down and let that shit affect me as much as it should have affected me, yo. And it did. It did. It did. But being able to see from a different point of view and realize that we're all more than just a human. We're in human bodies, but we're just not that. And I've come to really know that from experience, not what anybody has told me or anything like that. But I don't want to get too much into that because that isn't this. If y'all want to go on my spiritual channel, I'll put that motherfucker in the link or whatever. Y'all can go, you know what I'm saying, check it out over there. And y'all can kind of get why I be saying that shit, you know, and why I think like this, you know, because all of that is documented over there on how I basically now know that I'm more than my physical body. Shout out my boy Robert Monroe. Yeah, so I had every right to say it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like I could have said fuck this shit, went and got some pizza and ate like shit and you know what I'm saying, tucked my tail and you know, jumped in the bed and stayed in the dark and nah, 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 nah. I processed that shit. I cried a lot. And was able to realize that there was genuinely nothing that I could have done to prevent that because the only thing that was presented wasn't something that I could accept. Yeah, I'll just say it like that. And yeah, but I didn't do that. I didn't do that. The day my fucking life got flipped upside down, the next day I went to the gym when I didn't even know what the fuck. Like my head is, I'm not even really like I'm like I'm like blown. Like I'm just in my head thinking like what like this shit happened. Like am I really like living this shit? Like what the fuck? Like that's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm, but even within that, I was able to say, but you was already on the mission. You was already on the mission. You had started to get your shit together even before this had happened. You know what I'm saying? So you can't allow this shit to take you off your path, bro. Like you've already started doing this. Y'all had already got the gym membership. I had already started to change the way I had, you know, was eating and shit like that, you know. So I said, fuck that. I said, fuck that. Yes, I'm hurting like a bitch. This shit hurt. This shit hurt. Like this a different type of hurt. But I got that shit out, man. I got that shit out. Not saying that it doesn't hurt anymore or I got over it. Nah, it's there. It's there and it still pops up, you know what I'm saying, in the smallest of ways when I'm doing little shit. You know, like I ran into this situation at work the other day, and when I saw what that was, it just made me remember back, you know what I'm saying, to that, and then just, you know, realizing what's going on, and you're like, damn, man, we for real right now, like, you know, that's when it come to me and it blow me, you know, it's like, damn, man, you know, I feel like I don't even, you know, I feel like I'm just in the motherfucker really by myself still, fam, like, you know, like, yeah, man, like, yeah. So, yeah, and I had every right to say, fuck this shit, we falling back. Nah, some within me said, no, 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 no. That's not how we not about to do it like that. That'll be the easy way. It'll be easy to just say fuck it and go indulge in some pizza and burgers and fries, and shakes, cookies, and any fucking thing you can think of. It would have been valid. It would have been valid. Some people would have heard what I went through and said, "Oh yeah, that's valid. I can see why he, you know, I can see why he did it." But even with seeing that, not choosing to feel sorry for myself, even in that situation, and realizing and it happened with me not having anything to do with that and its outcome. And yeah, so I said all that to basically say I'm still in the gym, so y'all can be looking forward to, you know, gym videos where I go and I show y'all like the stuff that I do in the gym. So what I've been focused on lately, y'all, is I've been focused on doing cardio, but also at the pool and in the hot tub and cardio. So basically like a treadmill. Oh, and in upper body, I do the cedar rows. I do chest. I haven't been doing shoulders. Shoulders be fucking me up, bro. Like it's just something about them shoulders, bro. I want to do them bitches, bro. They're like them, like my shoulders be burning like on a different type of level, bro. I be like, fuck, bro. My other muscles don't burn like that, bro. Like what the fuck, bro? Uh, yeah, but I need to start getting back on shoulders, bro. I need to start getting back on shoulders and quit bullshit. Uh, and yeah, that's where I'm at now, y'all. I just wanted to come and say, I'm back. If anybody sees this who was originally subscribed to me, and even believed in me then, you know, because that's why you hit subscribe to see, you know what I'm saying, where you felt as if though I could go. And I'm proud of myself, you know, because I didn't allow myself to fall off so far that I felt like that I couldn't get back up. But I don't ever feel like that'll be the case. And I don't say this to sound cocky, but it's like I've been to the other side and I know the work it takes to get to that. So that I'm back, and then I do appreciate y'all for even believing in me one time to hit the subscribe button, you know what I'm saying? And if y'all do see this and still rock with me, you know what I'm saying, let y'all, you know, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I remember your videos. I remember I hit subscribe, you know. And if not, you know, it'll just be later on, you know, like when we get more subscribers, you know, more people watching the videos. I'm gonna be doing a lot. I'm also be doing this thing called Miles Mondays. That's where I take my camera and I take y'all to different like trails and hikes, and I'll try to not try to. I will height a certain number. So whichever number I set for myself, that's what I'm gonna go do. So like let's say for example, I've already did two. Both of them was 4 miles. No, one was like closer to like 4.25, and the other one was like a little bit either under four or yeah. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, but it's gonna be a fucking blast over here. It's gonna be a blast over here, man. Like because this is the thing. I'm not even putting any of this shit out until it's 30 days. The way this will be out is if I made it to that 30-day mark. Which means y'all just gotta wait and see how I look. Y'all just gotta wait and see how I look. You know what I'm saying? Cause it gonna be 30 days. We don't know what can happen in a month. That's a whole month. That's 31 days. Sometimes 30. Sometimes 28. Sometimes 28. Yeah, y'all. We gonna do this damn thing, man. We gonna do this damn thing, and we gonna have fun over here, and we gonna enjoy this shit, man. We gonna enjoy this shit because why not? Why not? Why not? I feel like sometimes we think we need a little too much to just why not some shit, but you don't. We have plenty of opportunities every day to do some why nots. Why not? Fuck it. When was your last why not? When was your last why not? And why the fuck have it been that long? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. You know what I mean? Got my hands up. They're right here now. Don't shoot the messenger. All right, y'all, man. I love y'all. If anybody else seen this old video from somebody who subscribed before, y'all tap in. Let me know what's up. Let me know if y'all goals changed or hey, y'all, got some unexpected, exciting news or some crazy shit happened to you. In the past 2 years, basically, no, past year and a half, something like that. All right, love y'all. Hope y'all have a great infinity, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.